Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever anytime you're watching this. As of now, Destiny's Naya PV, the long-awaited Destiny's Naya PV, has finally dropped. Hoyo finally released it, and it's a lot to unpack. We have a bunch of new characters, which was a given. Harbingers seem to be fighting among themselves, based on what I've seen. The Teresa design got revealed, and people on TikTok are still calling her waifu bait, but personally it's TikTok, so I don't take them too seriously. She seems to be fighting a hello, hello. She seems to be fighting a shade, so that's interesting. Do I need one more? I need new books.
If you ever...
Now I think what we'll do today is just some reading, some lore, maybe do some demos, some boss fights. We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, back to the Sarita. People are calling her, at least people on TikTok, which their opinion doesn't seem to hold the most weight for, which is a good thing, by the way. They're calling her waifu bait, even though she already canonically had a lover, which was the third descender theory. I think it pretty much just got confirmed yesterday or earlier today. It's set to release at 12 a.m. midnight. Earlier today. Time zones are weird, but point is, she canonically had a lover. The lover is, as we know, dead. And the Sarita has beef with the gods and the higher ups like Celestia and all that. What the full extent of that beef is, we don't know yet. I'm sure we'll find out when we get to Naya. Which reminds me, I technically have about 6 weeks to finish farming for Cryo Traveler. Assuming they don't release a brand new set just for them, which would be kind of cool. I'm just saying, Hoyo, you could easily just drop a whole new set just for them, and no one would be mad at it. Well, people who don't use Charlotte would be mad at it, but I personally wouldn't be mad at it. So, do it for me at least. Don't do it for anyone else. I'm just saying. But yeah, what else do I get to talk about? Oh yeah, her son? Question mark. Her and third descendant might have actually gotten on and had a kid. Almost that kid is just a manifestation of what never happened. I'm still confused about that, honestly. Maybe I'm just slow, but I didn't really understand that scene. But we know that she's gonna be fighting against Renova, and I don't think she's winning. Even if she does have even if she has Omnivorous helping her, like buffing her in some way, like from the outside, I don't see her winning. I think that's where the Traveler forms an alliance with her, because I don't think she's not beating a Shade. I don't see it happening. Like, we know that the Shades are like objectively much stronger than the Archons. We know this. So I don't see her winning that fight without a lot of help. Hill Traveler, which reminds me, something that I think I need to preface in regards to the Asmodee fight. Oh my god.
Get to work.
Why am I getting jumped? Anywho, that's what I was saying before I got interrupted. The Asmodee fight. I've seen a lot more people than usual, saying about they couldn't beat her at their full strength. They weren't at their full strength. Keep in mind that we just learned recently that Teyvat restricts outsiders, or like limits them. At least that was the case for Columbine and Traveler. So and mind you, the twins were leaving from Teyvat. So them being nerfed for fighting Asmodee isn't even like a reach. I don't think it is. So No, they weren't at the full strength for the Asmodee. They technically never have been at the full strength in game. We never seen that. Now, granted, every day we get closer to that moment where they, break the seals that Asmodee put on them and whatnot. But we're not there yet. So, oh, let's see if I can't change my. Ah, I didn't even think about it like that. That's smart. That's smart. I guess it's just as a way to remember him, the third descender. Which, speaking of, I think the child fans might end up disappointed because I don't know how to get a. Oh, we need two, don't we? Shit. Okay, I can't even modify any of these, can I? Nope. Okay, can I modify my? Actually, no, this is fine. Where's the cargo that I rolled? I thought was good. Where is it? This. Well, it's not terrible. This one I'm kind of like. No, that's Geo. I'm stupid. This one needs to be. I can't. What is she doing? Fireworks? What? It's not even July yet. I think it's a bit soon for that, isn't it? Do anything need to be reshaped? I don't think anything needs to be reshaped. I mean, this one could be removed, more crit rate out. It would be nice. You know what? Let's just see. If it goes into more crit rate and crit damage is the same, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. This feels worse. Yeah, this is worse. I don't like this. Yeah, the original is better, I think. See, it's just you just remove the HP percent and put it into crit rate or attack percent, or it'd be much better as a piece. But Genshin doesn't want me to be happy, so. Speaking of cryo, do I even have any cryo goblins? I think I have at least 3. Let's see. I know Skirk has 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. Skirk has 1, which could end up going to Traveler. This one might end up going to Traveler, actually. This one might end up being Traveler's piece. Or this one. I'm not sure. Because judging from the trailer, they seem to be like a sub DPS, but I'm making a main DPS anyway because that's just how I've always played the MC. Star Wars kind of harder to do that because Pyrokeep is actually terrible in that game. And also the MC just isn't really meant for damage. Like, I don't think that the only damage dealing MC that they have in that game is destruction, and even then, compared to, now standards, destruction Trailblazer is not that great. Actually, no, even on release, they weren't that great, I don't think. Now I'm thinking about it. I pushed over a little bit, so I think I did one stream building Elation MC, and then just having just Star Wars after that. I know the fake collab is like the next patch, I think, but other than that, I haven't really touched the game. Do we have any books? I think I should have a decent amount of books that I can read. Okay, we have a few. Well, there's a book I want to read. Which one is it? If I could find it. I know I have it. Unless I have to buy it. I probably have to buy it. I don't know if I bought it or not. 1,000. What is this? This is some Venti lore, I think. What is it about? What is this one about? Is this about the Lawrence clan? No, this is not. Was that one book about the Sarita and her lover? Do I not have it in my inventory? Or was that an event exclusive item? In which case, that's stupid. This is separate. That doesn't have anything to do with Her Majesty. I'm still of the opinion that they could end up releasing a whole new set just to support them and the Sarita because, well, not always, because Hydro was pretty much just a weak, poor version of Nuvillette. Every other, whereas Pyro was just a weaker version of Moika with the whole nuke stuff. So, I mean, I don't have much pieces that could be used for them either. Because the only ones I have from that set, hello, the only ones I have from that set only have 2 pieces that I think are usable, and it's this one would, but you'll probably go to Sandrone, I'm gonna be honest, because they ain't putting for Sandrone, I am guaranteed. Yeah, I know, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hey, man, actually, could I just farm for pieces now? Okay, I do have resin to use. I have 6 of these, and I do have primo gems. You know what? Screw it. Let's just try to farm for maybe get some more Nicole pieces. Cause my Nicole's not bad. I don't think my Nicole's bad. I think she's decent. I want to switch elements though. I don't want to keep relying on Pyro. Yep, that'll do it. I'm still in school myself. I started my summer classes today actually, so that's fun. I think I have, yeah, psychology and jazz history as my elective, so that's not terrible actually. I don't mind those classes. I don't hate it. The jazz one seems like it's gonna be fun though. Psychology I've taken at least twice before, but other than that, it's not bad. Oh. Would Dern have been a good pull for Pyro? Because I heard that he's like a Pyro support. From what I've heard, I don't know if that's confirmed, but I just heard that he's like a solid Pyro like support. I don't know if that's true or not. Because I don't play meta. I main Traveler. They aren't meta by any metric. Although they could trade for Cryo. Cryo could be the one that makes me shut up about the meta. Cryo could be the one that makes people shut up about Traveler being meta.
Such defiance.
Have I tried a Pyro Traveler with Nicole yet? I don't think I have. If I have, I don't remember doing it. Okay, we'll do that after we farm this set a little bit. Because I do want to see if we get some better pieces for Sandrone. Because I do plan to build her on stream once we pull her. But the more pieces we have that are good, the less work we have to do. Also, I don't have Yamika, which is apparently one of her best teammates, so... I mean, they seem to be promising. I mean, they've been showing off the kit, the gameplay, and we have confirmation that they can do the stellar reaction. So that's already a step above whatever the hell the Luna stuff was. Still don't know why they restricted to 5-star. That was stupid.
Heaven's will made mine.
I'm confident that they won't fumble the last natural element. I don't see them messing this up. Unless Hoyu really just hates the Traveler, which they haven't really portrayed that since Fontaine, so... Because you look at how they're presented in the story, they haven't really had them struggling against enemies that they shouldn't, or losing to fodder. Or getting knocked out by an NPC because of some nonsense poison. There's a lot of examples I can go to. Oh, wait, this... If it goes into the right substats, it could be good. Yeah, the entire community was just waiting for her to drop. This isn't... Nah, that's not really a good Nicole piece. I want to switch to Pyro. I want to see how much damage we do with Nicole. I think I have a team, actually, with that. I do have a team with that. Double Pyro or just Shazone, and we do double Pyro for the extra Pyro damage. So Lolly's there for the melt damage. because melt makes the enemies go boom with the nuke. Brilliant. You know what? It's a good investment. Thinking to the future. I think Alice is gonna be playable when, like, hopefully says Naya, but she wasn't in the PV yesterday or today. She wasn't in the PV, so I don't know when she's dropping, but she is. She might be playable. I imagine she would be. I feel like it'd be wrong if Hoya didn't make her playable. Like the Tory not being playable, that makes sense. No one. I don't say no one pull for him. People. Most of Tory fans are kind of rabid about how they feel about him. So, like, there was a whole CN boycott a while ago after the people found out he died. He was dead again. So, you know, I'm not even gonna try to act like people wouldn't pull for him. People would pull for the Tory. But the problem is, him being playable wouldn't really work. Because Hoyo, at least in this game, Hoyo hasn't made a villain playable in this game yet. I don't think it's gonna change either. Because, oh my god, with update, Alice gets marketed, those jokes are gonna come in like full force. That one account is never gonna let that down. No one's gonna let them lift that down. That could be a solid off piece for someone. That's not a bad Geo Qualblet. I mean, the defense and HP isn't really great, but exactly. See, that's the problem. People don't think about that. They would have to basically rewrite his character to not be a freaking psychopath, and that wouldn't work because his fans seem to like him because of that. So if they were to make him lobotomized or just not himself, no one would be happy. Like, I don't even like Latoya, and I know, and like, I don't like that. I don't even like Latoya like that. I made it clear that I actually hate him. I made it clear, but I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want his fans to go through a washed down version of their favorite character. That just wouldn't be fair. I'm getting solid pieces, but not for the right set. And that's the problem, because one, there are no more segments. They all got destroyed, and even if there is just a husk somewhere, it wouldn't be the Torre. It would just be someone with his face. And yeah, I'm sure people were cope saying, oh, well, it's still him. Well, technically, yes, but I don't know. Is that the Torre you wanted to be playable? Like, you know, the one that was, you know, experimenting on children. It's not the same guy. It's someone completely different. See how much damage this nuke does without Bennett. 500k isn't bad. I still think Pyro has the highest skill out of all the Traveler variants. Cryo could surprise me, but then Cryo could end up scaling similar to Hydro, which I don't want to think about, actually. I'm glad they didn't choose the route of making Cryo a shielder. I am honestly glad they didn't choose that. That is a good point. That's not really good. Have we gotten a single good piece from the Stellar Conduct set? I don't think we have. And like, even if they want me to use him as a support, I'm not doing that. We know this. I've never played Traveler as a support ever. Like, even before I started streaming, I've never played him as a support. That's never been something I've done. Like I made Arrow Rover a DPS. Why do you think I would make Traveler, any version of Traveler, a support? I'm not. Even if they're supposed to be played as support, I'm not doing that. That's not something I would do. We didn't get anything from the actual set we needed to farm. That's I'm not surprised. I'm more so disappointed. Okay, well, I think we got at least 8. Okay, got 70 pieces, but are they any good? I might just do that out of spite, because people seem to be adamant that, oh well, it wasn't Traveler who triggered the reaction. I'm like, we're not the same. Oh yeah, her beef with her Nova, I feel like it relates to her war with Celestia. As for how that's gonna play out, I don't know, because again, Shades have been proven to be stronger than the Archons, like multiple times, so This isn't a bad. This isn't a bad piece. Actually, no, I'm keeping this piece. I'm gonna give it to Electro MC. If I feel like playing them support for some reason, I might just keep this on them. It's like a. I'm stupid. I just realized something. I don't know how I didn't realize this. Hold on. Yeah, I could give her this set. Yeah, I could give her because it's just energy regen. So not like she would need pieces that were like good. She would just need pieces that could work with her. She wouldn't need like a. Yeah, you just go double energy. Yeah, I'm gonna go double energy. Fuck it. We don't need to go full pre-energy. She's just there for to boost pot. She is squishy, so I'm not mad at that. She has like a pretty low defense stat, so I'm not too mad at this, but oh, it could have been better. Okay. Do I have another one? Does have energy regen on it? I don't know why she would want this set, but we're not giving out to her. Yeah, you could take this one. This actually no, this one is better for you. So that one could off piece for someone, I guess. I don't think EM really helps her. But do we have another piece I can give her? I'm trying to think. Why did she have a 4-star piece? It's okay, whatever. She doesn't need perfect pieces. She's just there to boost Animal MC. That's literally the reason why I built her. I don't expect this one to be good. I just expect it to be usable. HP percent isn't bad for her because again she has a freaking dog water defense stat. So yeah, I'm not too upset. Like her defense stat is actually I think among the lowers. Yeah, even level 90 she would be like under 600 defense, which isn't good. Double energy re 230 compared to using the 4P. Yeah, the 4P set doesn't really boost our overall energy. It just gives extra damage, which we don't really care about for her. She doesn't need extra damage. She's just there to support animal characters. Okay, back to more important things. This piece. There's potential here. What is this piece? There's potential. Will it get squandered? Let's see. Probably. I mean, unless a stealth reaction scale off EM, I don't see how this is a good piece. Yeah, this is, that's not really good. Ah, whoa! No, I don't know. I'm not vibing with that. Alright, take care. Oh yeah, this goblet, this Geo goblet. Probably isn't going to be good, but let's see. Is it better than the current one I have on Traveler, the one I usually use on them? I don't think it would be, but let's find out actually. Also, I don't have the book that has the Sarita stuff in it. Did I not buy it? I think I'm gonna have to go find it. I'm not sure where I would find it though. I remember reading some of it on the wiki. I just don't know what the in-game version of it is. I forgot. Okay, let's see. Is it better? Okay, wait, hold on, wait. We need to set this. Yep. Okay, no, it's not better. This could be good for someone. Maybe if we pull Navia one day eventually, then this could be good for her, but otherwise, I probably won't use that piece. I don't really have a reason to use that piece on. Do we have any other geocode? I don't really have any other geocodes that are built. You're only using DPS. I'm not playing the mannequin. I have some standards. I forgot I had Varka. The one from Nordkoy? Is it in Nordkoy? The book? Actually, it might be. I don't know where I would buy it though. I don't know who would have it. Actually, no, I'm lying. Llama might the library might have it. Assuming I don't think can I even buy books from here? Are you ready to go to the story? What story? Does this require me to use Llama to get some extra dialogue? Okay, you gave me absolutely nothing of value. Thank you for wasting my time, lady. Okay, I don't think it's here. I don't think it's in Mondstadt. Let's check Leeway. Because Leeway has a bookstore we can go to, I think. So I think I teleport you all the way over here. We have to go near like the reddish. Oh, also says Naya releases on the 11th/12th of. I say slash because time zones exist. So for some people might get it on the 12th, some people get it on the 11th. So it really depends on what server and what region you are, I guess. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for books. Okay, I don't think any of these Heart's Desire. It's near the Frost Moon. I forgot where that is. Near the Frost Moon Enclave meeting point. I'll find it, but not it. Oh, I'm silly. Hymns for the Far North. Oh, yeah, that's the name. That's the book we gotta read. So that when it says Naya Jaws, there's no confusion as to why the Sarita is the way she is. If I could just find out where it is. These not being from Columbina feels so wrong. I still stand by that. Traveling merchant. Thanks, you gave me. It's ready to give the sigil. Oh, the sigils. You wouldn't have it. You don't have anything of value. Once I picked it up already, I could have picked it up. Hymns of the Far North. I could have picked it up. I don't remember it though. I think it would be a quest item. I don't think it would be just a regular item. Hymns of the Far North. What is this? The book. Oh, I'm silly. I forgot this existed. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's on me. And then I could figure out where to get it. Okay, there's a few books I just don't have. Oh, okay. Almost. Oh, oh, here it is. Okay. There's multiple volumes. Oh, I do have it. I don't remember getting it though. Seven clam. Oh. There's 3 volumes. God of Retribution. A lot of redacted dialogue here. 7 cups of blood of what? 7 cups of blood of what? I'll talk about the third descender. Probably talk about the third descender. We don't even know their name yet. We just know their title. Oh, this is some Hyperborea lore. Yeah, some Hyperborea lore. Prayer Song 5 is just gone. Okay, cool. Oh, that's kind of dark. Yo, Traveler, watch your back, bro. Morning Star, oh, yep. Great, okay, this is still on some, Moon Goddess stuff. Daughter of I'm not pronouncing that name. Name of the descendants of the farm. Yeah, this is definitely more, this is Moon Goddess stuff. Which is cool, but I'm more so focused on Sarita stuff. Is it here? Because I know there's a book that tells you about the Sarita's lover and stuff. It's just it? I feel like it probably is. I just don't remember the exact name. Frost Moon. Lord of Seven Calamities. Goddess of the Frost Moon. Yeah, this is definitely more Frost Moon stuff. Exploring the world. Yeah, I don't need. I can figure that out. Remulia. Pale Starboard. Is just this might be it actually. Pale Starborn. Where the hell do I find that one? A brief history. Hold on. Let me just look this up. Hold on. Which book has time? Okay, so it is volume 2. I just didn't see it. It's volume 2. That's like the one I gotta focus on. Oh, yep, Lover of Frost and Winter. Yep, there we go. And we all know who. Yeah, it was volume 2 specifically. That's the one that I needed to focus on. That's where like most of the Sarah Lane. Unspeakable name. The Stranger of Winter's Day. That's a hard title now that I'm thinking about it. The Stranger of Winter. That's a fire title. Travel could be the second Stranger. Like, what's Traveler's title gonna be? Because I don't think they have an official title in Not Cry. Venti just gave them theirs. Unless they get theirs in the next patch, which, you know. Healer of the world's sorrows and misfortunes. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I feel like they deserve more than just great hero of not like, dude, they stopped Revere and Dottore. I feel like they deserve a little more credit than just great hero. That's basically the same thing as Leeway said, just Leeway title just being hero of Leeway. Like what? Like at least Inazuma's title, I prefer Enemy of Eternity, even if the title is Captain of Sword. I don't know. I prefer the title A gave them. I don't know. The Swordfish 2 title was cool, but I don't know. Enemy of Eternity just goes way harder. The first egg, ooh, that's a good one. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, these are definitely from Natland. I can tell. These are from Natland. I can tell. This feels like it's a. I'm still okay. So this could, the PV pretty much confirms the lover theory that's been going around for a while. So that's almost good to hear. People can't really try to slay the traveler now. They probably still will, unfortunately. Which sucks. Actually, let me just summon a voices about the Sarita, because I know I have a few harbingers at least that I unlock. Let's start with Bina. There she is.
The first time I sang in the gardens of Zapoliarni Palace, the Tsaritsa happened to pass by. She stood there, silent and motionless, like a statue with no expression carved onto the face. For a moment, I felt as if she wanted to say something to me, but she never did. She seals her emotions beneath thick sheets of ice. The outside world sees but one side of who she is, that of the Tsaritsa. If the answers I sought rest on the moon, perhaps hers lie buried in snow and ice.
One character saying she wears ice as a mask. Let's see how many more we get, because people are saying this. Oh my god! Oh. See, this Traveler got update model update technically via the skin, but Johnny still looks good. Kazuha looks okay. Trial looks rough. I think he looks kind of rough. We don't gotta talk about D-Look. I think the daily count's been through enough. Let's see. Where is about Sarita? Oh,
Her Royal Highness, the Tsaritsa, is actually a gentle soul.
see, another person.
Gentle, in fact. And that's why she had to harden herself. Likewise, she declared war against the whole world only because she dreams of peace. And because she made an enemy of the world.
Doesn't make him look any better though? Cause I have the skin on my old account, I just don't have it on this account. I mean, this is to be fair, I think he did release when skins didn't count as model upgrades. Cause Xialing has a skin, I heard there is a pretty clear difference in them in the models, I think. Like the eyes have more detail and the hair is more textured. Anywho, back to more important things. We could discuss model updates and lack thereof later. Where's Skara? Oh wait, I forgot about Arlecchino. Wait, where is she? Where's father? Where's daddy? There she is. There she is, Tsaritsa.
When I was imprisoned, it was the Tsaritsa who pardoned me and gave me the title of Harbinger. I could sense she was a person of true sincerity and compassion, unlike all those pompous hypocrites with their posturing and rhetoric. Yet, it's difficult to say whether her compassion alone is enough to melt the ice and snow that permeates her land. All I can say is this. If we are forced to be at odds one day, I will raise my weapon against her without hesitation. Because that is the greatest level of respect.
Listen, Arlecchino, I respect you as a fighter, but you didn't really fight against Dottore or Revere. I don't know what you think you're gonna do against Sarita, respectfully. Like, I know you're a little strong because you got the moon mirror and all that, but like, honestly, the only one I can really trust him about is probably the Torre. That's about it. Well, let's humor him. Let's just hear him out. Okay, well, never mind. He's completely getting things wrong because that's how he saw it. That's not what happened, by the way. Raiden wanted him to be free. Mika wanted him destroyed. Raiden was the one who wanted him to be free, but he got details mixed up.
Everyone praises her for her kindness and benevolence. But they forget that love is also a form of sin.
Hey.
What if she's just trying to compensate for something?
Well, you're not wrong. She lost her lover and her son. I feel like her being stone-faced is reasonable. Is it not? I don't think Mika has anything to say about Saritsa, but let's just see. The cat, no. Wait, no, nothing about just Saritsa. I don't think any Arkham has anything to say about. That's fair. I mean, Arcano did help us in She participated in Fontaine. She didn't do much in terms of like. Well, why did I go to Arcano again? Oh yeah, we gotta fight. I think Jean Lee's something to say about Sarita. I feel like Jean Lee would. The whole contract to end all contracts thing is pretty important. Brewer. Hey, okay, so he's just saying their demon names. Nothing about Venti. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. I didn't see anything about the Sarita though. Really? Nothing? Okay, which one is it? Unless I don't have it unlocked. Like, unless I lock behind friendship, which would kind of... It might be this one. Kites? Wouldn't have been my first... Okay. I probably don't have it unlocked then. I feel like it's probably in the contracts of fairness part. I don't have that unlocked, unfortunately. His friendship level is... It's almost there, but it's not there enough, so...
Osmanthus...
Don't you even start with that bullshit. Alright. Oh, she moves places.
This book belongs here, I think. Huh. There's one missing. That's strange. Claw marks on the shelf. And feathers. I bet one of the puffins took it to use as a cushion again. Ugh, those little rascals.
Oh, I won't know if we don't go,
I'm
so...
to head back into the woods and see if anyone has a book in their nest. If you find it, please bring it back. And tell whoever took it that they can come to me if they'd like a cushion to sit on. We need to make some more cushions. I think we're going to need everyone's help.
Proceeds to not make cushions and just keeps staring at the wall. Alright. Alright, lady. It could end up being... If it's her, that's gonna be kind of funny. Because I think she does sell the kites. About the toys. About Rex Lapis. Adult toy, that could be very... that can be taken out of context very easily. Come war or famine? I mean, not wrong, but not really what I was hoping to hear. You had nothing of value to say.
Owned in flame!
Where's Madam Ping? She might have something to say. I don't think she would, but she might. I forgot where she's even located. I think she's over... Oh, she's over here, I think. Keyword, I think. I don't remember where she is exactly. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of those. I think there was a beta line about Venti and, Actually, there was a beta line about Venti... But when we could give Traveler some sort of power or secret or whatever, I guess that relates to the Gnosis. I don't know though.
I think no.
Unless there's still more we don't know about the Nathan plotline, which I think might be done by this point, but we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure the Sarita needs the 7 Gnosis for her plan to work, but she doesn't have that. So, I know, I don't believe for even a second that Pantalone had it. What is the palace? Oh, so I was close. I'm just being stupid again. I don't sure have anything to say about the Sarita, but she might have like alluding to it at least. Because it. Why am I chat not loading?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
I do not see it. Oh, there she is. You're still not playable. Okay, yeah, just talking about flowers. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to say about the goddess of love. DMs. Okay.
There are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7. The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the sacrality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame, as does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. There's definitely more to her we don't know. Because, again, we still have the whole... He knows something about the sibling, I feel like. He just can't tell the Traveler for some reason. But he knows something. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. He does sound kind of like somber about just talking about it. Like, what was she like before? Because that one Venti line said that that Traveler like dolled to her heart or something. Unless it's a Luna, one of them die, because I think the PV kind of shows that, maybe, because it shows the Hydronosis knocked down, which obviously Force Lords is no longer with us. The other Gnosis are still fine, they're still standing. Jean-Louis is still on the board, meaning whatever it is, whatever his role is, hasn't been played yet. So a lot can happen in this arc, and I feel like people are going to be upset regardless of how things go, because people are expecting something to happen, and then when it doesn't happen, they're going to get mad. Like, I'm starting to notice that being a trend. That actually wouldn't be too far off from what I'm thinking, because given how she was when like in the teaser, she just looked so. I mean, I kind of figured she would look kind of like just sad, like depressed, but like. I mean, I couldn't imagine losing my kid. I couldn't imagine how that must feel. Which is funny because the Abyss sibling also has beef with Celestia. So, unless the Abyss sibling ends up forming an alliance with Traveler who forms an alliance with Saphitza, maybe they can come to an agreement, but I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to play out. That's the problem. Okay, speaking of which, these are Sandroni's materials. Specifically this one. I'm pretty sure you need 18 total to max out the talents. I'm not gonna max out the talents because again, I'm not playing her as a DPS. I'm playing her as I'm playing her as a support. I mean, the Abyss sibling isn't inherently evil. I think the methods are just the methods are the problem.
Such defiance.
Like Traveler themselves said, they agree with their mentality, just their methodology. Like the way they're going about it is like what's making them like oppose each other. Which I don't think we're getting a Dane, a Twin Quest this year, which definitely a choice because we got a Twin Quest every year since like the start. So the fact that we're just not getting one this year feels wrong. But I guess because Dane already showed up in Narcry, I guess having him show up again would be kind of weird. Yeah, the sibling is so focused on trying to bring it back, but I don't know if that's a good idea, sis. I don't know. Actually, I want to see something. Hold on. I want to see something. 118. Okay, so regardless, we're still gonna go. We're still gonna be overcapping on crit rate, I think. Almost 5,000 attack. I almost got attack points. This is not Yu-Gi-Oh. I will use this build more, but the issue is 60 crit rate just isn't enough for some reason, because that's not consistent. Does Golf Sauce have lore? I'm pretty probably do. I mean, they mimic the Sovereign. I'm sure there's some lore there. But you mimic a Sovereign and you still could beat an Archon and Descender is just saying something.
Time to ignite.
No, you didn't miss. You missed some. But you didn't miss all of it. Can we get something good? Nope. Another Dream Solvent. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this build doesn't work. If I wanted to use build, I would have to go with this weapon. Which, I don't hate the ratio here. 98.2. Yeah, I don't think we probably won't have an answer to that until like probably during Naya, because just soy sauce. I like how everyone just calling this man like God sauce or soy sauce. Yeah, I'm sure they probably do. Actually, I can just look at the. Hold on, they probably do. Because they did copy the... Almost 100 times I killed this man. Almost 30 times I killed this guy. Ildutor. The Doctor, Ildutor. The same person, but they're both dead, so... Let's get the Avatar. There probably is one. We just don't know it yet. Yep. Two eyes, one abyss, and then one of looks like pyro. Oh yeah, wow, that actually makes sense. Because he does using abyssal energy and pyro energy, so yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. To never live again. Let's go. People are adamant they're gonna. I've seen people saying, "Oh, Pantaloon could bring it back." Pantaloon himself said he can't do it if the Tory isn't there to like, lead the experiment. The Tory isn't coming back. Like, I don't understand why people can't accept that. Like, because again, we discussed earlier, if they were to become lost their will. Oh, that could be part of it. I didn't even think about that. Neither is she. People are. Oh my god. The amount of freaking discourse her death has caused is actually insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't. People, like. I think it mostly comes down to the ship thing. Like, the ship, which, you shipped them, go ahead. I'm not gonna knock you for shipping them. That's not really my actual. Oh, that smoking finally got to him. You can't be smoking in this day and age. It's gonna kill you. It's just. What do you think is gonna happen? All them cigarettes, man. It ain't good for your lungs. Is it obviously a PSA just not to smoke? Otherwise, you end up being forced to take an elixir of immortality. Obviously. 30 he's definitely way over 30. I don't even know how long he's been alive. I'm gonna assume 500 because. Oh yeah, that's true. I feel like people wouldn't care about that. They just want her back, which without understanding why her being gone actually works for her development. Now that I'm thinking about it, like her not having Polonia worked for her development because she didn't make Polonia. Alain, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Alain, I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he was the one who made her. Yeah, he made him. Yeah, as a gift for Sanjone. So Jordan not having them anymore I guess shows her independence. I think that's what they were trying to go for. Oh, okay. I was having a freaking mini show trying to pronounce this guy's name. Also, I understand why they haven't done this. This not being their canon weapon after Fontaine just feels like a missed opportunity. I'm sorry. Like, I get they choose this one because it matches their aesthetic a little bit more. I get that. Exactly. But people are more focused on the shipping and her skirt not being longer than her not having Polonia, which the Skirko playing its own rabbit hole I just don't want to get into. That's its own issues. People could prefer or not. That's its own thing. And that's why when I still think this War Quest is better than all 5 acts of Fontaine, I stand by that. This War Quest is like objectively better than the Archon Quest for Fontaine. I stand by that. Like I did enjoy Act 5 a lot. I did. It's not my favorite Archon Quest. I don't like how it only takes. And it would have worked. I don't hate this on them. I'm not sure which one they would go with if they were. Like, I think the gold looks better on them than the blue. Like, it looks so much better. Doesn't it look so much better? There's not much. The Eternal Trap. Oh. I never read the lore behind this sword. I never read the lore behind this weapon. Travels. I never read the lore behind this weapon. So why is this not the weapon canonically then? This would have been. Oh, you really should. I feel like especially because Sanjoni is like literally like, when is he dropping? In like what, 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. I know, and that's kind of why I hate it. I mean, I hate that because people don't do war quests, even though even if they're on voice, they're still really good. Reading isn't that hard, people. Like, I know it's a lot of dialogue, but like, you go to Sumeru. Sumeru. Yeah, I think so. Like, does this mean that canonically they reach AR-10 before entering Outland? Is that the canon that we're gonna go with? Because this is like because this is the AR-10 reward, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and like, you know what's worse? You get a whole extra dialogue sequence in Journey in Nordcry if you've done the quest. You don't get that dialogue scene if you have done the quest. AR-11 by the time the kids is 9. Damn, they're still a freaking rookie.
Add Astra.
They're still using 3-star artifacts. Let me just say something. I gotta individually tap. They need to increase the AR rank too. That would be nice. We need more rewards. Let me just see something. I gotta double check. Aha, yes, it is. You do get it for AR-10. So does that mean Canonical Traveler reach AR-10 once after Fontaine? Like what were you doing before that besides fighting gods every other week? This could have been their canon weapon too after, because I think it matches this suit pretty well. Yeah, I feel like they're definitely gonna be more Narset, more Ordo lore in like the next patch. Cause like her whole thing is like related to that. So I feel like that being a thing have been great for my Mora farming. I mean, canonically they can't do that. Canonically they would have to go to every single other nation. Because you literally can't do the quick start stuff unless you beat at least Leeway. You literally can't do that unless you beat Leeway. And I feel like quick start, well, it would be good for people who want to catch up. I wouldn't do it because especially if you're doing quick start Nordcry, you're missing so much context. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, there's so much context you're usually missing. You try to quick start Nordcry, I think. Even if I get why people would do it, you still be missing a lot of context. 55/2. The ratio is too low, I think. We can test it out though. Exactly. That's why I think quick start. It's a good feature if you really just don't care for the story, but like. I feel like Fontaine is is it a weird spot because at the same time I feel like they skipped that part of a quick start. Skip which part? Like the spoilers or the recap? Actually no. Do they even do a recap if you do quick start? I don't know if they do. Cause no Star Rail had like a pseudo recap thing with H2 and 4 especially because the freaking dialogue was so. Oh my god. They don't have a recap thing, so you're just going in just blind. Which you basically are every new region, but you just finished Leeway, you think you're going to Inazuma, and you end up in Natlan. Like, what? You have every patch? I don't think they have it in Genshin, unless I'm missing something, because I know Star has it. I think Wuwa... No, Wuwa... I don't think Wuwa has it. I think Wuwa has a skip button with a slight summary. But I don't think Genshin has the recap thing yet. I mean, no, Travelogue exists, but that's kind of it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they do, and yeah. Took a whole ass picture. When they did technically save the nation, but like. At the same time, I feel like Nuvi was doing most of the heavy lifting there. Nuvi felt more like the MC for some reason. I don't know what Fontaine just weird decisions, I think, overall. Like, I don't hate Fontaine. People think I do because I just don't have it as my favorite, but I just feel like there are certain narrative choices that just don't make sense.
Show no mercy.
Maybe that's just me, though, but I don't know. Also, Higher Traveler's kit existing is just a crime, so that makes Fontaine the worst by default. I feel like if Fontaine didn't put Traveler to the sideline so much, the cameraman stuff never would have happened. I guarantee that never would have happened. What do you mean I say Fontaine? Like, imagine you say, oh, well, oh, look, I say leeway from this giant monster. Wait, what do you mean I say Fontaine? I was just in leeway. What do you mean Inazuma? What do you mean Inazuma borders are clear? What do you mean? What do you mean Sumeru? I love Traveler, but yeah, Hydro and Electro just oh no, Hydro works. Oh no, Electro I've made usable via Lunar Charge, but that's probably because Columbine is just Columbina. Oh yeah, Hydro Traveler can be fun if you like know how to cheese them. Like the bloom stuff, I got a comment saying using them in like a bloom kind of thing with a heater or something. With their burst, because the burst like it hits multiple times and the cores will just explode over. Like this team, I found it to be pretty fun. I did a short about that, I think, when it first dropped. I was worried I was gonna get banned because Doro44 said that people could report risk of getting banned. I haven't seen any record of that, but I did it once and never again because I didn't want to risk it. But it was fun while it lasted. I still have the video on my shorts somewhere. Oh yeah, it was you. Thank you for that. The team is fun. I do enjoy it. I mean, Hydro MC not as bland to play. I do enjoy the freeze team I came up with though. But I do really. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. You know what? Let's test it out because I have Neuvillette. I don't play Neuvillette. His gameplay just isn't for me. What the hell is this team? This is Skirk. This is Moika. What the hell is this team? Oh, you had a Scar team, which I only made for one video and then never touched again. The
pleasure is all mine.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Let's see. I could probably build Neuvillette. I might add him to my kit as I need to build list because I wouldn't mind playing him. I just don't know if I really vibe with his playstyle. That's the problem. Because I'm not really a fan of charge type gameplay. That's never really been my stick. I have Skirk. I haven't really touched Skirk in a little while, but I do play her just for Arlecchino bullying. Because she shreds her HP in phase 2. Like, it's not even funny. No, remember, that was the thing. We gotta make some balls, and we gotta find some enemies and make some balls with them. That doesn't sound right. What's my purpose? I usually go with Melt, but I could try Vaporize, like, today. Listen, I made Traveler usable. I can make any character usable if I really wanted to. Like, I made Chi-Chi DPS at one point. I did a Chi-Chi damage test at one point. I can make any character usable if I really wanted to.
The tide's beckoning.
Okay, let's see. Can he use the balls? I'm not sure he can anymore. Because I remember that being... hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, this is his whole... Oh, wait, no, wait. Can he use the balls? Okay, wait, hold on. Let's get this. Let's just weaken you because you're being an annoyance, okay? No, okay, yeah, no, yeah. You can still use the balls from the Traveler. That's still a thing. But people don't use Hydro Traveler enough to know that, so. You know, no, maybe we're not supposed to know whose balls he ate. Maybe it's just up to interpretation. Actually, you know what? Let's bully all. Let's go bully all. Why is he level 86? This is ball. He's not level 90. John would be disappointed. Assuming he knows I exist, that is. There we go. Only level 90. The build isn't the best, but... my entire existence is built on maining Traveler. I have a team for each variant. I am just that insane. I built Chungus purely for Cryo, but I mean... if you don't Farina, you're pretty much... your account might be brick you don't Farina. I think Farina is still like one of the best supports in the game, and I don't even... they could have made them... you know what? They could have made them a freaking budget Farina. I wouldn't be mad at that, but they didn't. They made them a worse Nuvalet, and that's Innocent Nuvi. Because they could have made them good. Dendro was good on release. Still is, I'm pretty sure. Pyro was great. Yeah, that's another thing. The fact that... this pisses me off, because... the fact that there's a constellation that reduces the speed of the burst. Why is this a constellation slot? Why isn't this an Ascension passive or something? This could have been an Ascension passive. Why is this used as a constellation slot? Like, they could have... oh, this just makes me so mad, because Pyro is so much better than them. Every element except maybe Electro is just better than Hydro. Like, where was it going to? If it was stationary, it would have worked fine. Because, again, it hits multiple times, too. And those multipliers add up. So, like, what was the point of having it just run away? Also, no, the Don't Hurt run of this challenge had me so stressed. I did it, though. I did do it. Yeah, I think Electro and Electro 100, they just didn't care at that point.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Like, Geo was okay. Animal's kind of meh.
With these rising flames. Extinguished. Mine to win.
See, like, it just shreds her health for like nothing, man.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
See how I imagine Crowd Traveler fighting on Akina would go. Because by then they would definitely be stronger than her, I think. Keyword, I think, because Hoyo doesn't like her being weak for some reason. They haven't really had her fight an opponent that was stronger than her yet. Strange choice from Hoyoverse, I think. I haven't tried that actually. The Lunar Crystalline team, because I don't have Zipai or Lugu built, so I think I would need either of them. Also, my health! Never mind, doesn't matter, she's dead. See what I mean? She just bullies Arlecchino. This is how I want to see Cryo MC moving against some of the enemies, which they could. But I mean, we've seen what they've done in Notcry. Assuming they don't butcher it, because they've been on a roll with, you know, proper presentation for Traveler. So, you know, assuming they don't mess this up. I forgot I had this weapon still equipped. Oops. I'll switch back to Mist Splitter. What? I saw I had Electro Goblin on. Oops. We need energy, so let's go bully Zandik real quick. The whole, I mean, it is funny, just objectively, it's kind of funny. But the fact that you can't really move in it makes it worrisome. Because, again, in Notcry, they've kind of forced you to use Hydro MC for the story for, you know, boosting the Luna stuff. They could have used Dendro. They could have used Dendro for this fight. They could have had Traveler be Dendro. They could have. And it would have been just as fine, because, again, Lunar Bloom exists. They could have had Traveler be Dendro. But they didn't. They didn't. Emotionally. Like, I love the Traveler, but I don't know what the dads were thinking with this kid. Like, oh, yeah. I don't think we're critic with this build. Hold on. See, but in that case, why force to use Hydro? See, they could have been used Dendro. Dendro is objectively better than Hydro. They could have been used Dendro. Like, I get they want to push the lunar reactions, but like, there were other ways they could have gone about doing that. Like keep the Ducky, but make Traveler a Dendro or something, you know? Stuff like that. Genesis over 2. This still isn't occurring, by the way, for some reason. So, see, at least here using this weapon makes sense because the burst is the main source of the damage here. That's kind of the whole gimmick of this team. It's a good timer, right?
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be
You don't scare me.
Adorn my night!
Is it my turn now? With these rising
No, you don't get a
flames?
turn, actually.
Bombs away!
Okay, well that didn't work the way I hoped it would. Also, my health. Run free without a depth healer is like just...
Destruction shall rise. Have a taste of
Did he miss? What happened? Ow! See, that's another thing. Like, she didn't have to...
Your energy. Running is a
We're the one running away from me. Also, mind you, this form does hurt her. Like, canonically, this form is, like, detrimental to her. But she used it just to, what, prove a point? What was the point of that?
The countdown has begun.
Okay, let me see if I can't pull this off, because she's stunned right now. Energy!
Spare your energy. Running is a little human.
Ma'am, you're the one distancing yourself from me.
Committed to memory.
Yeah, so like, she did not have to use this form. No one told you to use this form, by the way, against your kids and their friend. Even though I guess using a Traveler wouldn't make sense, then they did be like the Harbingers already. Let's see, if the burst did freaking move, I get... Maybe, okay, we need a different enemy, because this is actually starting to make me a little annoyed. Yeah, she did not use her freaking Crimson Moon State against her children and their much stronger friend.
Go! With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Okay, let's try. Like, even if they lost, I wouldn't be too mad because they got cooked by A. That makes sense. But the issue comes from the fact that it's the way they presented the fight that just makes me upset. People use that fight. I don't get why the fight is used as some sort of gotcha moment to this day, when I feel like even most people who don't like Traveler agree that that fight was just weird. Like, the way they handled that fight was just wrong. I don't think anyone likes that fight, unironically. Can we just speed this along? We know this is gonna end. You're gonna get freaking one shot by a terrible burst animation. Nope, you're still doing it now, so it's okay. I also kind of hate that how they haven't had her fight, because again, I said this before, but from the jump, Travelers been fighting opponents who are like objectively much stronger than they are. That's kind of something I like about them. That's just always been the norm for them. All the Keto, at least from my understanding, like in the game, like we're not counting the animated short, but I don't think she's fought an opponent that was like stronger than her. Because she was gonna say, I fought the Tor, you landed 2 attacks and then decided to run. Do we count that as a fight attack? Let's see if it didn't mess this up. See, this team works if the enemy is stationary, because the burst is just... See, that's another thing I don't like about... It's just Twitter mostly and TikTok being like this, because I think most people with common sense are aware that fighting a sovereign is something that, you know, a character who is like nerfed, they can't do by themselves. I feel like it wouldn't be realistic if Traveler somehow solo goes sword out, even if I would have liked them to. It just wouldn't make sense. Yeah, Trailblazer. I'm not sure about Trailblazer doesn't have any solo wins. I don't think. Because Traveler at least has a few under their belt. You know, World Quest enemies, Senora, Tartaglia. Yeah, they have a few here and there, but I don't think Traveler has any. I mean, without Mammon, they're just using a regular pen. Oh yeah, to Farina and all that. Yeah, that was weird. Inazuma, they were kind of like that, but it actually made sense. They were still kind of ticked off about their sibling just ditching them. Fontaine, they were just kind of a dick for some reason. Like, to Farina for, like, no reason. Like, I didn't like how they kept trying to force her into performing again, which... It felt out of character for them to even do that, because that's just something they would do. They wouldn't force someone to do something they wouldn't want to do. They've never done that before. So the fact that the devs felt the need to do that for, I guess, sympathy, there are other ways they could have made a sympathize with Farina. They didn't have to make Traveler a freaking asshole. Fontaine was just weird. Yeah, Inazuma makes sense, even even they read their kid. I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? What is this bullshit? No wonder I'm freaking so... Because Fontaine didn't even use Hydro once. And like in every nation, they use the element at least once in the cutscene some way. They didn't use Hydro in Fontaine even once. I'm not kidding, by the way. They didn't use Hydro once. They only use elements one time, and it's in Navia Story Quest. That's the only time they use elements in Fontaine. Physical Traveler? Well, it didn't... I get... Also, does that imply that they just freaking brute force the Narwhal fight? Is that the implication that we're going for here? Is Hydro Western physical? That's an interesting question. Because, mind you, they didn't have this weapon. They didn't have it. They were using the low blade, level 1 dual blade. They didn't have. They just freaking smacked him. I kind of get why they were mad about that, because, you know, they were lying about, but at the same time, I feel like they kind of blew out of proportion a little bit with that, because on the one hand, I get why Traveler would be upset about them, you know, not being honest. But on the other hand, dude, you're friends with, like, two Harbingers. You're kind of chill with 2 of the Harbingers. I don't think, you know, your new friends being children of another Harbinger should have been that big of a deal for you. And we don't scar her for like, actually, we don't scar her for a long time too, because they met and like, that's that. Okay, that's fair. Because Wander did just kind of try to kill them at like 3.2. The one pass later, he's kind of just trying to redeem himself. So that's fair. I am glad that Natalie and Nutcracker seems to have just fixed their character, because I don't know what the fuck was going on in Fontaine. Fontaine just didn't like a Traveler, and it's like, it's very apparent. Oh, look, an Annalise. I guess they don't know that they're too miny. They don't recognize too miny. You don't recognize your savior? I guess because I'm not my default outfit, huh? Speaking of, oh my god, also Willow on food. I just realized I didn't even see that. Willow on food. You know what's funny? I've seen people say I've seen people say a traveler got too much glaze or did. I'm not kidding. They said they did too much in that land. What? What do you mean they did too much? What do you want them to do? Just not do anything? Fontaine isn't the norm. I don't understand why people were upset that Traveler was the one that Moika chose to go with them. What it makes sense. One, they're immune to abyssal corruption. Like, they can still get hurt by it, but they can't be affected by it. They can purify it. I feel like that would be a great asset to have in a fight. See, that Star Wars had that problem too with Trailblazer a little while ago, which I get they don't want people taking up screen time, but like, they're the MC. They're gonna have more screen time by everyone by default. That's kind of the norm, I think. Fontaine being the exception because Fontaine just felt more like Nouvellette Glaze Fest for some reason. Still not sure what that was about. I'm still questioning that. I'm sure that's gonna come into play at some point. The purification. It's gonna be like a trump card of some sort. And like, I like Fontaine as a story. It's not my favorite. I've made this clear. It's like for me, the list goes Notcry, Natlan, Sumeru, and then Fontaine, which people on Twitter had some interesting things to say about that one. I'm not trying to be. People say I'm trying to be different. I'm not trying to be different. I just don't like Fontaine as much as everyone because it's not. The story itself isn't even consistent. Act 1 and 2 were good. I enjoyed Act 1 and 2. Act 3 and 4 sucked. Act 4 was better than Act 3, but Act 3 was just dog water. Act 5, I think, Act 5 is carrying. Act 5 is what's making Fontaine be claimed as like peak. I prefer consistency in my story. I don't want one good finale having to carry the rest of the okay acts. You could like Fontaine a lot. You can have your favorite. I don't care, but at least be objective when saying, "Oh, it's better than every other story." No, it's not. Notcry is objectively the best story we've gotten in Genshin by far. It's not close. I think Notcry is definitely like where, unless there's nice somehow tops it. Notcry is like I think where we might peak. Because every patch, even the filler patches, had some pretty good fiction story quests. So like. Because every Arkham quest was a solid 9, 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. I will say that Act 4 of Notcry felt kind of slow because the whole Nephra stuff, that kind of dragged on a little bit. But other than that, I did enjoy Notcry overall. But yeah, Fontaine Act 3, I think that alone makes it. Yeah, I feel like if Inazuma was made today with like the 5-act structure, it could have been so much better. Because Inazuma is considered the worst story. And yeah, I agree. Inazuma's story just isn't that great until you get to fighting the Shogun. Because the first act I haven't really touched my Solo Traveler account in a little while. But it feels like a slog to get through because the first like 30 minutes of it just helping people with finance stuff and like gaslighting someone. They could have done that because Traveler, the whole thing was Traveler trying to convince A that she was wrong. They could have easily had that and like before their second fight instead of just having them talk. They could have had that be a thing. And then they still don't agree and then they fight. They could have done that. But no, oh my god. And Inazuma had potential to be a good story. They just messed it up. Because Leeway's story is kind of meh until like Act 3. I'm gonna be honest. Mondstadt's is fine. It's just a prologue, so it's not too bad. That could be it, actually, because that's not a bad way to think about it. Yeah, Mondstadt is like just their intro, so I'm not gonna be too harsh on it. It works as a prologue. As a prologue, it works. It gets you into the world. It tells you, hey, your goal is this. Get it done. Leeway felt like fetch quest simulator until like Act 3, and like I like Leeway as a. Oh yeah, we did get an actual Mondstadt quest like recently. We haven't gotten a Leeway quest. I mean, Lantern Rights. I don't think do we count Lantern Rights as like Leeway quests, or do we count those as story quests? Because those feel more like story quests than actual quests. We need more crib food just in case. Can I even make how much can I make? Probably not much, huh? Yeah, I kind of figured that. Oh, we got no apples. Oops. Oh, I think that's enough food. I don't think we need too much food. I mean, this build... It's not... See, I get why the game wants me to go with this one. It is better, just like getting consistency, but I like big numbers. That's the thing, like, I like hitting the big numbers. I like seeing the big number on my screen. I feel happy as a result of it. But having high numbers doesn't matter much if you ain't going to be critting consistently. So... I remember the day people were just testing on Power Traveler. People call Power MC a 3-star when go. Like they have really good multipliers, a great support utility. The kid actually isn't terrible. My ping acting stupid. Now, something downloading? Nothing should be downloading. The preload shouldn't be available until like 2 days from now. Might be anything stupid. Let's just wait a few. Ping's still acting stupid. I'm not sure why why this is happening, but it is. We good? I'm not sure what the hell that was about. Okay, let's use. Screw it. 391. I'm not sure why I went to Fontaine, actually. That was stupid. Yep. And now we have spare resin you can use for more farm, because we need to farm more again after we use more. So we gotta... I'm not maxing joining out either, by the way. Traveler I will. Crowd Traveler I plan to max out. If I can. I probably won't be able to, because they don't usually give you C6 immediately. Pyro being the exception. Yeah, why isn't it 10 yet? I feel like 5 is just not enough, considering how low the rates are. Urban Soul Trees, huh? Urban Soul Trees, huh? I believe I do, actually. She's what I kind of think of one at a time. Where is Bina? Here she is. Yeah, I maxed her out. Well, Raiden is almost maxed out. I just need to fight Senora again, which makes sense. Zhongli, I'm probably not gonna max Zhongli out. Yeah, about that kind of doesn't exist anymore. Well, Weeka's almost maxed out, actually. Farina, almost there. Yeah, I've only maxed out a few characters. I don't max out every travel element, obviously. Bina is one of the characters I actually did max out. Arakino, I think okay, no, I gotta stop for I gotta stop on Arakino, huh? I forgot to have Mulan. Yeah, just look at it, just have it maxed out. Like I like the kid, I just haven't played in years. I forgot I had Albedo. She's not getting a buff, unfortunately, which sucks. I feel I guess she's more physical, but I feel like she deserves a buff. She hasn't gotten one. I feel like Snezhnaya will be a good story. I don't know if it will be. I don't think he says that in game. I don't see Snezhnaya being my ping stupid again. I expect Snezhnaya to be on the same caliber as Nardcry or Sumeru. It's just like how it's portrayed as a story. As long as it's not Inazuma portrayal, then yeah. My expectations are honestly high for Snezhnaya. I don't see them messing up the story there. My ping is being stupid again. I don't understand what's going on. No, it's still acting goofy. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. I want to pre-farm for her, but I literally can't pre-farm for her because I don't know what material she would need. So I literally can't pre-farm for her unless, except more and the EXP, but I literally can't pre-farm for her otherwise. I can't do much. Oh, well, technically 4 acts, but this isn't really Inazuma. This is more of a twin quest. See, this is Inazuma. This is a twin quest. These are Inazuma. There's a difference. The first twin quest, which, mind you, actually no, cause this shit. Maybe one day. I think one day we'll get there, but I don't know how long that's gonna take. They tell you to finish.
I have already traveled through this world once.
They tell you to finish the journey. The game tells you to finish their journey. That's a reasonable reaction. She's a very beautiful character. People need to call her waifu bait for some reason, even though she literally had a lover and she had a whole ass kid. But you know, people shipping her with for Nova already, which okay. Oh wow. Actually, how many views does the PV have right now? Because I like. Let's see, how many views does it have? I'm sure it has at least. Let's see, 2.4 million views in like less than a day. Oh my, 2.4 million. That's not bad actually. I mean, it makes sense. People have been waiting for this teaser for like a while. 2.4 million, damn. Yeah, people calling her waifu bait because of they're calling. Why are they calling? They don't even know waifu bait. It's TikTok, so I don't expect them to use critical thinking, but irks me, look, because a simple reading session would just tell you that's not the case. Yeah, I don't have summer break. I don't have summer break. I have college classes. I don't get summer break. I have summer courses. Gotta get my diploma and all that. Bro's just flexing now. Oh no, it ended, didn't it? Oh man, I gotta farm more artifacts. Actually, could I still farm artifacts? Well, that's good because online it's kind of stupid. You're evil. Actually, could I farm still? I feel like you don't have that full used over energy here for some reason. Oh, I forgot I put in a coal here. Why did I put in a coal here? Where is Shiloh? Oh, damn. Oh well. I'm just at the old grinding. Let's play this place again. Earlier we didn't really get anything worth keeping. Maybe here we get something better. Probably not, but let me cope in peace. Thinking tomorrow we either do Persona or more NTE. I gotta figure out which I'm gonna move for more. Or I'll say Persona for Sunday. Actually, I might say Persona for Sunday. I will do NTE tomorrow. I think that works. Then I could do some World War stuff Monday if I'm able. Can we get some pieces from like the site I'm trying to farm for, please? That would be nice. Became with Strongbox that said either. And I don't want to use the crafting stuff. I want to save that for the crowd goblins need to make it. I hate that you only get one per patch when you could when like they allow you to forge 2 artifacts, but you only get 1 elixir per. Well, no, you get 2 if you pay money. You get 2 if you pay money. You only get 1 if you don't, and even then, it's once every what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta wait 4 weeks, and then even then you have to wait 44 extra days after that. So, I mean, yeah, I know you get from exploration, but like, you can't explore. There's no new area, so like, granted, we're all getting the moon in like a few days, so that should be fun. If the moon has no gravity, it's like accurate, so they will not be happy. I mean, keep them good off pieces for someone. I'm sure someone could use them. Ride an off piece if you ever. She kind of needs energy. That's her whole thing. The more energy she has, the higher her damage. I think that's how it goes. I'm almost certain she doesn't need HP as like part of her stats. 30 pulls? I mean, hopefully your luck is better. Hopefully your luck is better. Hopefully your luck is good, because my luck has just been terrible lately in these gacha games. Like, it took me... Oof. I mean, Electro MC could make... if you want to, like, you want to run them as a battery, maybe that could work for them. Because, again, the Nicosa does give extra energy. 40 pulls in a dream? Listen, it does a Willows away. Hydro Gob. The crit damage on it would have been perfect, but it doesn't. I mean, I'll still roll it. It could end up being good. But if I had crit damage on it instead of the flat attack, it would have been perfect. Because it would literally be every step that Hydro MC would want. But the game doesn't want me to be happy, so. I was in the death pack long ago. They missed. Can y'all like get into certain circles on? They wasting my time trying to play defense. I honestly didn't even know they were bugged, and I mained them. I didn't even know they were bugged.
Bring it. Show no mercy.
Something good, please. Otherwise, we're gonna strongbox all of these into gladiators. My ping being stupid again. Oh. Off base. Damn. I think when I pulled Muika and Sitlali initially, I didn't lose. I got both the weapons and the characters in the same point system without losing any 50-50s. I got really lucky that day. My luck hasn't... Well, no, that's not true. I got lucky with Escoffier, because I got Escoffier at C1, which, if you didn't know... Oh, no, I have a C2. Oh. Okay, well, this is perfect, because crit damage increased by 60%, and I probably plan to use... And I do plan to use, Cryo in, like, a freeze team if... Oh, no, stupid... I don't know what stellar conduct does yet, so I don't know if I want to really make that call just yet. Because stellar conduct could be the way to go, but at the same time, I don't know. Oh wow! I didn't expect that. Can any of these be used as like a pawn sacrifice to level this up? Okay, going to only crit rate and attack percent, and you're good. Crit rate, attack percent. Okay, that's good. Keep it going. We need crit rate. Okay, that's good. Can you get some attack percent on this though? Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if it's better than this one, the one I have currently on Traveler, but you know we'll see. We could get 30 pieces, so let's maybe get a better you can go. Yeah. Let's just see. Some good pieces, please. Double defense. If that crit rate would have been better. Let's switch to gladiators, because that's pretty much the main two sets I use on Traveler anyway. Oh, that's terrible. That's like abysmal. Let's see. If that crit damage would have been better. Why are you doing this to me, Hoyoverse? Okay, we didn't get anything good. I'm not really surprised. I'm just more disappointed again. Let's see if it's better, because I don't know if it's going to be better. I mean, in terms of the ratio, it probably will be better, but in terms of damage, it probably won't be. So that's kind of the issue. Let's see. 140. Let's see. Nope, this one is still better according to the game. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just disappointed. 87 over 1, that's not a bad ratio. Yeah, you basically need Natlan characters to get the charge attack for Pyro MC, which is you don't have Natlan characters. Like say you quick started because Kachina is the only free one you actually get. I feel like they should be able to. I feel like that's something that the Pyro Traveler should be able to do. I mean, they have an ancient name and all that, so I feel like, you know, that should technically make them an island citizen. Maybe that's just me grasping at straws, but higher basic. You know what? Let's say I can't speak today, apparently. Let's test it out and see. Okay, we have to edit some teams, I guess. Okay, we need to move this team. Okay. This would be the vaporized team.
Still a long road ahead.
This is the team I used initially.
Sounds good to me.
And Benjamin. There we go.
You want me on your team?
Bet everyone wants you on their team. Almost every character wants you on their team. You're like the support character. I don't know what you're talking about. What's your issue with the crit damage circlet? 67. We're not using this one just because, no. I want to see how much damage this does. Nicole came close, but I think, but like she's too restrictive.
With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moon's fall.
Dragon from the Sovereign? Didn't the Lord of the Night give it to us? I'm pretty sure the Lord of the Night gave it to them. If I'm not, I watch the cutscene every day and I'm forgetting the freaking content of the freaking cutscene. Am I stupid? Do we need to curate food? You know what? Just in case, because this game has a freaking tendency of playing cruel jokes on me. I mean, if it's true, that would explain why Pyro is just so much stronger in lore compared to like the other elements. Yeah, that's what I'm. Lord of the Night herself gave it to them. 20% crit rate. Now, if you don't crit somehow, I'm gonna be very confused. This could help me understand which circle I go with. 22k, not bad, I guess. I mean, you know, average Pyro MC damage. You know, nothing too crazy.
Let's light it up.
Let's see how much we do. 129, not bad, not bad. You know, it's decent. I'm pretty sure they did against the Tori a few times. Like in the cutscene, they used the Pyro a lot against the Tori. Gameplay-wise, you know, they didn't really use Pyro. Putting it to work.
Go!
Dude, can you like? Thank you. Like, they're your freaking friends already. I want to beat them. Actually, I mean, rewatch the cutscenes because I don't remember them being. I don't remember them giving us a. Well, no, they. Oh, does it count? Because it was in Sumeru, so does it count? Because I did. My ping is actually being stupid. What is happening? There cannot be that many people on the freaking server right now. What is going on? Who are you PRing for? We don't have any materials available yet. Okay. We have to do a test with the other build too.
Everybody stand back.
Fallen leaves adorn my.
Okay.
Water jet.
239. Not bad. Decent, I think. Now we switch to the other build. The damage isn't too vast. I don't mind using this build, but we'll see. We'll see. About to get some energy from the Tori again. Bro is just the battery. Him just get energy much faster. Oh yeah, my ping actually being stupid because I'm not supposed to be able to see that. That's like files and stuff. I'm not. Why? Is something down? No, nothing should be downloading right now. There's no preload. WoW doesn't update until like 12 days from now. So, guessing preload isn't available until like Sunday or Monday, I think. So, what's going on with the ping here? Why is it being, you know, stupid? Just say. Okay, this is already higher in terms of damage. I swear, if the let's see, 124. Alright, you enjoy. I might eat after this when I'm done with the stream. Maybe some eggs or something. Maybe a bowl of cereal. We'll see. Get some studying done. Yeah. I think tomorrow will probably be NTE. I almost said NTR. That would have been. I don't think we should stream that. But tomorrow will be NTE, and then Sunday will be Persona 5 Royal. And then Monday I might be probably doing some Sonic. I haven't done Sonic on the channel in like I think a year, or like half a year. Honestly, Miss Splitter is just a good all-rounder for any character, but Kazuha is a good support for like Red Shred if you don't have who's the do we have a Kazuha replacement? I mean, Shinsuke Shalon was like apparently the quote-unquote Kazuha replacement, but I mean, I would go for Miss Splitter personally. I think Miss Splitter is just a better like long-term investment.
As one with wind and cloud.
Okay, let's see. 2C, yeah, this is better, just like damage, but the ratio is better on the other build, so now I'm conflicted. Actually, let's see what the game. No, the game itself still wants me to go with this one. The game thinks I should go with this one. Well, no, they want me to go with. That's okay. That's worse. I'm losing crit rate on this one. No problem. Oh, okay. Well, I want to. This circuit makes me angry just looking at it. Yeah, the game itself wants me to go with this build, even if the ratio is a little worse than the other one. It is better just like just how much damage it does, which makes sense. Okay, let's see through every because it didn't use any elements against Revere for some reason. I still find it funny. Well, no, no, that's not true. Use elements one time against Revere. Use elements one time against Revere. I gotta find it a cutscene because he used Pyro once against Revere and then never again. It's somewhere in here. I remember it is in Act 4. Any second now.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well? Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Yeah, that was the only time these elements against Revere. The Tory, they were spamming the elements against the Tory, which for good reason. I don't know. Like if I'm more personal for against the Tory, because Revere, yeah, they were a problem, but I don't think we've seen a Traveler like really go that crazy against an opponent before. I could be misremembering things, but I don't remember them really, using elements that quickly against the enemies. Well, no, they didn't use elements here either. Against this Tory. They didn't use elements against this Tory. Why? Why is it so inconsistent? They didn't use elements against this Totori, but they use elements against this Totori. They're the same Totori, just one is like slightly weaker because Moon Authority just busted. Oh yeah, we were doing damage testing. Yeah, we figured out the other circlet isn't as good as. I'm not sure which one I want to go with on this way. I'm gonna make a poll. Cause they're both solid, but I just don't know which one is better. Let's take an image of it and just go from there, because I legit don't know which one is better. The game wants me to go with this one for the damage, but the ratio here is like better. No, actually no, this is the one they'd want me to go with, but 86 over 202. Not bad. But I don't know if that's something I would want to, you know, go with. I'm pretty sure Sandrone's demo should come out either today or tomorrow. Now I'm thinking about it. The teaser was good. A shame people reduced it to somehow being ship bait. I mean, they do. I mean, now they do, but they just have it more so that whichever one the player has equipped. But yeah, they canonically just still use this one. Which, if they're going to update the model, please, they have to update the model if they're going to keep using this one, like cutscenes and such, because they have to. I don't see why they haven't done it. Granted, I don't know how much money it would cost for them to update or re-render some of these models or cutscenes. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but like, the model update shouldn't be locked behind the skin. It shouldn't. That's just a weird decision. I don't like that. I don't think anyone would. It's just a weird thing for them to put. What the am I tripping? Something's wrong here. Am I going crazy? What's going on? Oh, I forgot we have Kure food equipped. Wait, so why weren't the buffs registering at first? What the hell is going on? Is my ping being so stupid that the freaking buffs aren't even registering properly? What is happening? Yeah, this build usually has 75, but the buff gives us extra 10% crit rate. It should have been 20% crit rate just for, you know, the synergy, or, you know, for it to be, you know, symmetrical. I would have preferred everything to be 20. Well, no, the EM being 60 kind of makes sense. But, soon. I'm almost certain it involves stellar conduct somehow. I'm almost certain of that. Extra 20% on crit damage. That is just for resonating with the element. I'm glad they're just permanent, just part of the base kit. I'm happy for that though. Like, if they want to use the skin and like the cutscenes and stuff, they have to update the model. They have to. I don't know why they haven't. Again, I don't know how much it would cost them financially to even do that. But no. Hoyo is a Hoyo has a lot of money. I'm sure they could drop a couple million to update the models for the protagonists that don't involve using a skin, because, again, from what I see, most people don't use the skins. Some people do, but like in cutscenes, it's still this outfit, which is this model, which is a problem. Because if they're only gonna update the model, it looks very outdated compared to like the other newer characters. My ping is Also, another thing the new skin does have, the nice little patterns aren't as visible on the Traveler, which I kind of that's my one gripe with the skin. Other than it not being, you know, actually worn in cutscenes, it doesn't show the nice little patterns. It was supposed to be. Why did they lessen it? Why do they? Why? It wouldn't make that much of a difference if they increased it, if they lessened it. Why did they lessen it? Oh, I would love free 30% crit rate. I would have loved that. They would have to freaking snuff the Traveler out of every single outlet they could possibly have. Oh, they have like a freaking marriage dispute. What's happening here? Also, you guys definitely filmed Cincinnati. I can tell based on their outfits. What for Cincinnati about to feel long as freaking hell, dude. August 12th or 11th. I think it would be 11th for me because time zones and whatnot. My ping is still being stupid. Helka? Who's Helka? I forgot. Maybe Helka's someone important I just forgot about. My ping's still being stupid. I don't understand what's going on. In terms of our ratios though, 85.8. Let's compare. See, this is too much crit right now. Which is why we have to use this. I mean, that's slightly better, but why not just make it 10? Why is this a too long cooldown? Why not have it 10? Oh, better yet, why not have different cooldowns based on the mode you're using? You know, tap could have been 9 seconds. Hold could still be 16 or like, you know, higher. Like, 98 over. Make it 5 seconds, you know? They could have done that. But they didn't. 98 over. So you go in J Cutter, we get too much crit rate. Actually, do we get too much crit rate? No, we're still at 100 crit rate with Jade Cutter. I could, you know what? I don't think I've done it with Jade Cutter yet with Pyro MC. We're not gonna do a Sword Off because Sword Off is just it's a cop out. The Sword Off gives Traveler a bunch of buffs, so that's just too easy. Pyro's good, but I feel like this will always piss me off. They could have added this to their base kit. It wouldn't make them broken. It wouldn't really Pyro Res. That would have made the game. That would have been the game changing. 6 seconds. The cooldown. The time is a bit short, admittedly, but 2 stacks. So that's 40%. Oh wow, that's 40%. That's a whole 40% pyro deke. Oh, okay, I didn't even think about that. They could have made. This could have been easy to make when using elemental skill 40% damage. This could have been part of their kit too, as a passive, just a free heal. Make them a healer, why don't you? Make them a pseudo healer. Using the skill, boom, extra stat increase. Using the skill, boom. Like, there's no reason why these just aren't part of their base talents. They could have made it work. You know what? People are gonna have to use. People probably have to use the Sarita over Travel over Sarita until Sarita's actually available to play. So yeah. And assuming Syndrome isn't, you know, everyone's not gonna pull for Syndrome because we know Cryo MC could trigger the stellar reactions, so people probably won't focus on joining because it's a field play option. That's probably not true, but I want to think it's true. I don't see J Carter doing too well in terms of damage, honestly, but we'll see. If you somehow don't crit, I'm ending stream. I'm not kidding. We have 109 crit rate. We should crit here. We should crit here. If we don't crit, I'm gonna say very bad words before I end the stream. I'm not kidding. I don't expect us to do 1,000,000 damage, but I expect it to do at least higher than 700k. That's the minimum I want to go for. I think it's a good range to go for. No? Crit will go at this point. Okay, that's enough. Like, hey, I hate this part of the freaking boss. This part is so stupid. It just feels like padding. Okay, that didn't do much damage, unfortunately.
Get out of here! Bring it!
I'm getting shot. You guys are doing too much. Oh no, you guys are... Okay. I want to use Bennett's you know what? Bennett gets fast energy anyway, and this cooldown shouldn't be too long, so... You gotta just throw up time a little bit for energy to reset. Because if you take too long, they do just reform themselves into their friends, so... Charge attacks.
Get out of here!
Oh. There we go. Okay.
Teamwork is teamwork.
If you don't crit, we should crit here. I don't see us not critting.
A new dawn rises.
We're still doing 1,000,000. I'm not mad at it. Okay, now I'm gonna do an overworld boss. The boss is just done because we need like somewhat accurate assessment of how much damage we're doing. 1,000,000 damage. That's still. I know some people it's not a lot because you know Muka easily hits that, you know, all that, but for any variant travel hit over 100k, I think that's still impressive. Yeah, I watched it full. They could have just nerfed it. Like the res could have just been only one stack. They could have easily had like that one stack. That still would have been pretty much meta, because they were meta for a little bit, you know, with the skull and all that. But then Muka came out, and no one cared about the Traveler because no one cared about it. Because the people I've seen covering them just say they suck without actually, you know, using them. Because, you know, they could be better, yes, obviously. But like to say they just suck or mid is just, I think it's just not fair to the Traveler and like the kit itself. Like Hydro sucks. Hydro is mid. You can say that about Hydro. Electro too. You can say that about both of them. But Pyro, I don't think Pyro falls into that category. 851, yeah, it is definitely a lot less than when I used Mist Splitter, which was kind of a given. I don't know why I thought it would be somehow higher. But the ratio, actually, what's my CV? I'm gonna check my CV real quick, because my CV should be pretty high, I think. Yeah, it could have been 10%. 10% still would have been great. Just a free res without having to rely on Shalali or something like that, or Shalodin. That would have been amazing. But no, the dev said no. We have to make the Traveler not good for some reason. We have to make the Traveler. So 91% for Arena. 246 CV is less than the Mist Splitter build with the crit rate. Does CV actually matter that much? I don't think about it. I don't know if it does. I just know that this build has like a 250 CV. Like most Traveler builds have, most of my Traveler builds have a high CV. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, because Hydro actually would benefit from Mist Splitter. Now I'm thinking about it. No. The whole double scaling thing. this team would probably be better for the misfit testing. Now I'm thinking about it. Because you pretty much are. You're not forced to, but it is like just. This is like just where the damage coming from. Okay. Yep, just on Jade Cutter. Let's see how much we do. Okay, you gotta switch our goblet. 99 over 200. Basically 100. Basically 100 crit rate. We basically got 100 crit rate. If you round it, 100 crit rate. We gotta test this out, and I think I know who I want to test it out on. We need energy first. Yeah, I think I took the temp. Oh, we missed. Damn, bro, did I want to run away with freaking Hydro? I just pointed him and he ran away. Alright, father. You're basically my Hydro Traveler testing dummy at this point. We'll do a test with Far, then we'll test with the array. I think that's how I want to go about ending this. Okay, we start with Farina, Lolly, Scoffy, Traveler.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
I don't need to be afraid of him.
With these rising flames.
Saying how much damage we do.
More like it.
Most of this is probably going to be coming from Farina, though, now I'm thinking about it.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Okay, wait, can the pet stop attacking, please? Thank you. We need energy, so get that going.
Look at you.
Oh no!
Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
We just have infinite freaking.
You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Everyone but Traveler has their burst again. Yeah, I can see the quality just decrease for some reason on my phone. I have no idea what's going on with the freaking internet today. Hopefully tomorrow's stream will be smoother. How did I touch that?
My blade is all that remains.
Suffer the pinnacle of excellence. Up to the
Suntown is only
most of this definitely coming from Farina, I think. Well, no, Traveler had like 80k at the end. I saw that. Now we're gonna do a test. One more test against for Hydra down, and then they're gonna call it a night. Because tomorrow, I think tomorrow will be NTE. I'm not sure what I'll do in NTE, but we'll figure. Holy stutter! We'll figure that out when we get there. That should be her energy. That should be her energy. I'm pretty sure I did. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure I did a test with this build. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't remember it though. I could have done a test with it, but I just don't remember. Normally, I probably did. I do so many damage tests. The damage tests, I just lose track of when I did what. So I probably did do a damage test with this team with this kind of build. At some point.
Get to work! Let the world collide! You two! Time to end them! A burst of flavor! A dash of...
Alright, and that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. You did enjoy. Tomorrow is, well, at the time of this stream, tomorrow, June 27th, will be, next stream will be NTE, and then Sunday, again the day of the stream, will be Persona 5 Royal. So, stay tuned for that, and have a good night. Day, evening, time zones exist again, so